Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendy. If you're new here, welcome, and make sure to subscribe if you enjoy this content. In today's video, I wanted to talk about a life update, and it's more of a nursing life update as a nurse practitioner student and kind of what's been going on this month of July. It's been a pretty stressful month, to say the least. It's just multiple stressors, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I wanted to share this with you not for you to feel sorry for me, but for you to know that if you're feeling this way, there's other people that feel this way too, and to not feel alone. And if you are experiencing anything like this, or if you've experienced this in the past, make sure to comment down in the comment box throughout the video. I started nurse practitioner school back in January of 2018. I finished next year, 2020. I believe it's in the fall or the winter. Up until about this summer, you know, school was fine. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that hard. But now it's getting really hard, and it's getting really stressful because we're more at the core classes. So I am doing a family nurse practitioner program online, and I chose to do it online because it's just convenient. I'm a full-time registered nurse, and it's important for me to be able to have that flexibility. But lately, school is becoming a little bit more stressful, and it's probably because now we're at the more of the core classes where they're talking about, you know, differential diagnosis and antibiotics, and that's not something that I'm familiar with. You know, that's something the provider does, so I'm not familiar with that. If you've been a registered nurse, I think you would understand what I mean, because we're exposed to a lot of these different antibiotics and diagnoses as a registered nurse, but you're not the one who is actually deciding on which diagnosis you're going to give the patient or which treatment you're going to provide to the patient. It's getting a little tough, and it's just so much information. So my classes are 5 weeks long, and it's so much information to absorb in such a little amount of time. And that unfortunately has been causing me to not do so good on my quizzes. And although I do have a pretty good GPA, and I do currently have a B in my class, it's like I feel like I'm not giving enough of me, enough of my time. You know, I'm still working full-time, and it's really hard to try to make that time when you're so exhausted, when you are already so mentally exhausted from work. As you guys know, I don't do bedside, and I do not provide currently direct patient care as a registered nurse, but that doesn't mean I don't get tired, and that doesn't mean I don't emotionally and mentally get exhausted with the work I do. And it's so hard to come home after a 10-hour shift to try to do homework. It's just impossible, really. But that's why I spend a lot of my weekends studying and doing homework and things to prepare for my classes. But this class and last class has just been really tough. Now, with that being said, I was so excited, and I was looking forward to just having this class, and then the next class would be my last class, and then I was going to take a vacation, and I was going to be off from what I thought was going to be October, November, December. Well, after all, I'm feeling all this way, like I'm already stressed about school, and then I find out that they added another class for October. So I was like, are you kidding me? I was just so disappointed because I really wanted to go on vacation with my mom. I was really looking forward to taking this vacation, and thank goodness I did not actually book the vacation, the flights and all that, because I'd be really upset. But it was just disappointing. Like, it was the one thing that I was looking forward to all these months that I'd be able to do, and then I find out that I have another class that was added. So that was just disappointing. I don't even think we got an email telling us about that. I looked at my degree plan and I saw it there, and I'm like, what? So I don't know. And then I'm also having anxiety about finding a clinical preceptor and a clinical site. It's so hard to find a site. I actually started looking in April for September, but then it was super hard. So I said, forget it. I'm just gonna hold off, take a break, and then go back to school in January. So I decided that I was not gonna start clinical in September, but instead, because I wanted to go on vacation and have this time off for the holidays and all that, and I said, okay, I'm gonna start clinicals in January. So now here we are in July, August. Well, by the time this posts, it'll be August, and I have to look for a clinical site. And it's so hard, and it's just stressing me out thinking about it, because nobody really returns your calls. Like, I tried doing that in April and nobody returned my call. Nobody. And it sucks because there's also so much competition now. There's so many people going back to school for NP, so it's hard. If you have any recommendations, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to know what you have done. All of this that's going on in July, it's just super stressful, and it's just bringing back my anxiety. Like, I'll start getting like the chest pain, the palpitations, like I'll start like gasping for air. And the good thing is that although this has happened in the past, I wasn't really able to control it, and I got to the point where I would get panic attacks. This was back in nursing school. Now this time I'm able to acknowledge that these symptoms and feelings are from the anxiety I'm feeling. So I'm kind of able to ground myself and tell myself when I'm starting to feel these symptoms, instead of freaking out, I'll be like, take a pause, and like I'll talk to myself and say, Wendy, stop. Like, these symptoms, it's just your anxiety. You need to relax and everything will be okay. Everything will work out. God is with you. And that's what's been helping me. Sometimes it's just really hard, you guys, because sometimes the anxiety can be so overwhelming that it kind of tries to take over you. And if you've experienced anxiety and panic attacks, you know what I'm talking about. And it's hard. And I know some people might say, oh, like, just relax. It's not that easy, you know. It is not that easy when you're going through it at that time. And I wanted to share that with you guys, to tell you that although I might seem like I have it together, like I'm trying to balance full-time work, school, my personal life, it's so hard. You know, when I shared this on my Instagram, I was kind of scared to share it, but I wanted to just tell you guys that you're not alone. It's hard, especially if people around you haven't experienced it before. They don't know, and it sucks, because you can't really express what you feel, because to them it's just like, you know, just relax. And it's like, I can't relax. Like, it's hard. But thankfully this time around, I'm more mindful and more aware of what it is that is happening when I have these symptoms of the anxiety. This anxiety, whatever it is that you're going through, it's going to pass, and it's going to be okay. Even though you might not think it will be okay, it is going to get better. It's just something that is temporary. I just wanted to share that little NP student life update because it's been really stressful, and I wanted to share that with all of you, because sometimes being a student, working, if you're married, have kids, oh my goodness, I don't know how you guys do it. I'm going crazy, so I can only imagine if you're married and have kids. Know that you're not going to let anything stop you from getting to where it is that you want to go. With all that being said, I want you to know that I am okay, and that I will be okay, and it's just a little setback in my journey, but I'm gonna make it. It's just like you will make it through your journey as well. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you enjoy my content. Give this video a like, and I'll see you next week. Bye.